Brilliant speed with vibrant service. Vibrant broadband internet.
Yep. It is close enough to 10:30. I've been told that we're early. And we are. We're 40 seconds early. You know, is that okay?
I suppose.
You can get on 40 seconds.
Well, we'll have to talk about your shirt. Everybody wants that vibrant shirt.
I know. I don't, you know, it's just one of those things.
And it's even on the TV. Whoever that guy is on TV, he had a
I don't
checked
know who he
blue.
is either, but yeah, he did. It's
Everybody
the
wants
blue and
vibrant.
black. It's the plaid sort of look, and that's what you got to have.
We're trending.
Yeah.
In middle Minnesota, you have to have the plaid shirt.
That's right. You know, I mean, especially on a day like today. No, I looked outside this morning at about 4:15, and there was snow coming down, and I thought, I'm going to grab one of my new plaid shirts, and I reached into a dark closet, and it could have been green, it could have been red, but it turned out to be the blue and black, a vibrant hue.
Appropriate for today.
Yes, it worked out really well.
Well,
So,
Shane's back from vacation.
hey.
A lot of solitaire has been played.
Yeah, I did not see a deer.
I did not either. I didn't have to shoot anything.
I used all my apps too, and it did not help me see a deer.
So I was talking to my brother, and I'm like, hey, you got to listen to this. And I sent him the link. And he had no idea to even use those apps. So I'll be curious to see what he says about them. But on the flip side, my nephew, so they live in Stillwater, and they have about 10 acres of property out there, and he shot an 11-point buck.
Oh, boy.
The last night. And the thing is huge. I'll have to show you a picture.
Yeah.
So
That's impressive.
I showed all the guys at work, and they were very envious.
Yeah, our hunter, we had 5 hunters, first weekend, and we did get a couple in the group, but I didn't have to worry about that. But I did have to get involved in the field dressing. We have a less than talented guy that shot a deer then.
Okay.
So, yeah. But anyway.
Good stuff. Well, last week we ended up talking about
All kinds of stuff.
smart devices
We did.
and all that fun stuff.
I didn't know there was that many items. I really
Wasn't
didn't.
that something?
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah,
get your
pretty impressive.
Roomba?
I did get my Roomba.
All right.
Well, and actually, Lauren, it was a belated Mother's Day Mother's Day birthday gift.
Yeah, because
and so-
Mother's Day was just the other day.
It was, well, I got it like a month ago, but I didn't set anything up because I wanted Hannah to clean her room, and she didn't clean her room because I wanted the robo vacuum to get in there. So, it's you have to do everything right?
Yeah, that's right.
But anyway, well, so today we're talking about something new that I'm sure you don't even know anything about.
Well, there's many, many things that come under that category.
So we have broadband labels now. So we have to talk about what broadband is and what they've signed up for. Mm-hmm. So, and you probably don't even know unless you just recently are signing up for it. So anyway.
Not me.
And we didn't
The
even
guy who
introduce...
used to sit here,
Yeah.
he just recently signed up for it.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes. Yep. That's exciting stuff.
So what have you've seen nutrition labels that are on food packages?
Got to have them, I guess.
Yep. So and they give you some important information.
Right.
And they're designed to give consumers information so they can make an informed decision, correct?
Mm-hmm. Right.
And sometimes you look at those food labels and it tells you how much sugar is in that granola bar. And then you think,
I don't want to
man,
see it.
I got to make better choices here.
Yep, exactly.
Broadband labels are the same thing, but they're for internet service providers.
Okay.
So every internet service provider now is required by the FCC to provide a broadband label. And there's information on that label that we're going to go through here in a moment, but it's required for every package that's offered by the ISP. Every package that has a monthly fee tied
What's an
to it.
ISP?
So an ISP, that stands for Internet Service Provider.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. There you go.
So
You do that
like
too, yeah.
Vibrant is an internet service provider, correct? Right, and there's a lot of other ones around. But anyway, so we are required to put these broadband labels out into the public, so you can see and make an informed decision on what is included in the package, how much the package is, if there's any other fees attached to that package. Bo is going to go through what they show on the label itself.
All right. Oops, a little higher.
You're not.
There, now
Oh.
you're good.
There you go. Well, so if you look at the broadband label, it's not going to be hard to miss because it looks just like the label you'd see on the packet of Oreos. It says,
Really?
like the 3 sleeves that you just
look at
ate
that.
isn't a serving size.
Huh.
So
The nutrition
Well,
information. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically it's the information about the internet you're signing up for. So at the top, it's going to show the provider and the package name. So like, for example, it would show Vibrant Broadband Fiber 100. That's our base fiber package. And then it's going to let you know the price. So for instance, it would say $49.95. And then it's going to say, is it an introductory rate? Does it go up after a year or 2 years? In our case, we don't have introductory rates like a lot of providers do.
Right.
So in our case, they would say no. And then it also has some package information. If there's any like promotions going on, it would say there, maybe would provide a link if there's any promotions, and then information on contract. Some providers list a price, but it does, like in our case, it requires a 2-year agreement and you get a free install with that. Some providers, you have to sign a contract and pay to get your internet. And we also offer no contract option too. So, kind of whatever you're looking for, there's ways to do that. This just kind of lists it out so you're able to see it in just one format.
Sure.
So then the next section is going to show additional charges. And it might be equipment fee. It might be paying for a paper copy of that bill. The other thing is that then they show a link if there's providers that offer discounts and other information. So examples would be if you're bundling a package, if you have cable, internet, and phone, they might bundle that package, and then they'll also talk about the introductory rate, how much that is, and how long it's going to be available in that introductory rate.
Right.
So the other thing is they show the typical speeds as well as the typical latency and what to expect with them. And so bandwidth, like we've talked about earlier, is basically the size of the highway, and the latency is how fast you can travel on that highway.
Oh boy.
So the lower the latency, the better the better travels you have.
There you go.
And then the labels also show data caps or throttling information, and we don't have data caps, and we don't throttle. So yep. And then there's links to the network policies and privacy, or the policies and the privacy policies that we have, so you can click on that link and then get some more information on that too. And
those are required by the FCC.
Yep.
So, and that just links to our website that shows you can read through the network policy, and that basically it's the disclaimer part where we don't throttle, we don't have data cap, that kind of thing. So,
and throttle means they don't adjust.
Yeah, throttling means like let's say you use so much data in the month package, and then you've hit that data mark. Some ISPs say you have unlimited data, but at a certain point they drop your speed down. So instead of getting 100, then they drop it down to 10s, let's say.
Okay.
That's an example. I'm not saying any particular one does that, but that's what throttling means, is that once you hit a certain amount of data cap, they'll drop your speed down, but still allow you to have the unlimited data.
Gotcha.
So basically, when we're on the phone with a potential subscriber, when we're all done talking and they've signed up for it, we basically kind of go into what we just kind of went over. So Bo's going to give an example of what he says to subscribers, so that way they know exactly what they're getting when they sign up with Vibrant.
All right.
Yeah, so for example, let's say Jane just signed up. We're on the phone kind of wrapping up the call. What you'd say is, I'm just going to list off the broadband facts to you. So like, let's say she had signed up for the Fiber 100 package. So you'd say you signed up for Fiber 100, that's 100 download, 100 upload. The monthly price is $49.95. The only additional fee is for our equipment, which we would have talked about, which is our modem or our ONT, which is $5. And then our typical download speeds are 100. So when you pay for 100, you're actually going to be getting that for your download and your upload. And then your latency, which you want to be as low as possible, is typically between 3 to 5 milliseconds. And a lot of providers are much higher than that. That's one of the facts they try to hide. So it's really cool that we get to be pretty open about that. And then we also don't have any data limits. So you can use it 24 hours a day, 5 hours a day. It really doesn't matter. And so that would be an example of how we'd wrap up a call with someone that's signing up, just to kind of show them that they're getting what they're paying for.
Correct. And by law, the label has to be displayed at the point of sale. So let's say, for example, they come into our office and they want to sign up for internet.
Okay.
Well, then we have a book that shows all the labels, and then here's the package you're getting. This is what the label says. They can ask for a copy of that or whatever, but we have to show it. Or like if they're on the phone, just like what Bo did, that's a point of sale. So we have to read the label off to them, which is an example.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yep. And that's why Bo had that example.
Yeah.
We also display them on our website. So if you're on our website, vibrantbroadband.com, you go to the residential packages and you look under each package, then there'll be a tab that you'll click and it'll show that label for that package.
Oh, all right.
That's on the website. And then also once you do sign up and then you have our what's called our Smart Hub, which is our payment center, you can log into your Smart Hub account and then you'll see a package under My Services. You'll click on that and then you'll click on the package you have and then you can click View Information and that shows the broadband label there.
It does.
Yep.
Same
So
thing. Okay.
it's available. Most ISPs have them on their website, but they have to be at the point of sale, or if it's a sale over the phone, then it's got to be read off to them, and that's what we do here.
Okay.
So, Bo,
and there's a reason.
Yeah, I was going to say, Bo, how do they help you?
Yeah, I mean, the reason that they help the customer more than they help us. I mean, we're proud to display the label we have, but the reason the FCC came up with this is because internet companies did a really good job of hiding what customers were getting, or maybe kind of flubbing that they would get a package for a certain amount of time and they really weren't disclosing it. So we're very happy to have it because it's super cool to be on a phone with somebody and you can say, hey, I know what company you have. You can go on their website. Let's look at the broadband label there. Let's look at ours, side-by-side comparison. And it's just, our service speaks for itself. It's going to beat the competition in pretty much every category. So we're really happy about it. It's just like if you're eating something that you thought was healthy and wasn't, it's great to find an alternative option that's better for you.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Yeah, still haven't found that for Oreos, but I'm working on it.
Well, you're hooked on them. We know that.
Yeah.
Here's a fun fact. I didn't know this, but Oreos are vegan.
Oh,
Really?
are they
Yeah,
really?
they are vegan. Yeah, because my daughter's a vegan, and so
The cocoa plant?
yeah, it's the cocoa. There's no eggs or milk in there, and so it's just a fun fact.
Okay. Well, there you go, Bo.
So one thing that our labels, actually no labels, will say is they don't have any kind of comparison for customer service.
Yeah, no kidding.
And so that's something that's earned. I mean, each internet service provider is going to earn that, right? And we feel that we're earning that all the time. We strive to earn that from our customers and from our areas. But if we didn't, we wouldn't have been voted best ISP in Meeker County. So there is that.
There's that. There's that big building out there where those people, come out of. They're not coming out of the cities.
Right. We're local, and we're proud of that.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
And
the go ahead, Jane.
no, you go ahead.
So the broadband labels, the way I would recommend customers to use them if they're thinking about switching is just use them to see what you have. You can hop on your website of whatever internet service provider you have. You can look at the label. You can compare. If you want to look at 10 different ones, you can. We highly recommend doing that because then you can see, are you getting what you're paying for? You can run a speed test at home to see what you're getting. Either we recommend plugging into your router if you can, or just be as close to your router as possible when you're running that speed test.
Right. It's all about the router, just to make sure that you have the distance that you're centrally locating that router, and that way you get the best wireless internet throughout your whole home.
Yeah.
And I was just going to give an example. Yesterday, I got a message from one of our subscribers, and he was just extremely pleased with the service that we were offering, and specifically the customer service as well. And then he was asking some questions like, how much, what package did I actually sign up for? And, was just pleasantly surprised at what the quality of internet was offering. And he was extremely happy with our customer service. And it was great because his previous provider, I was able to go online, grab that broadband label.
Oh, yeah.
And put it in there, and then put our broadband label in there so he could compare both of them together. And I thought it was great. And I think probably the most difficult part of my job is to actually, people are shocked because we're so transparent. And this is a perfect example of, I love that we are exposing all this stuff because people ask those questions and we can just show them exactly who we are and what we're all about. So
I would like to just quickly clarify when it comes to speed tests, what we're saying on our label is what we're delivering to your router. Right? Mm-hmm. And so you have to test the speed from the router. Okay? So that's how you test the speed, and that's how you're going to see the 100, upload, download, and then the milliseconds, right?
As opposed to what?
As opposed
Wi-Fi?
to, yeah. So let's say you use your phone and you're quite a distance from your router.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to slow your speed test down because
Okay.
it's testing from your phone.
Right.
Right? Or if your computer's not like hardwired into the router, so when you use Wi-Fi, there's a lot of variables that come into the speed test, and that could be there's 10 devices trying to pull information off that router, and that's going to affect the speed test.
Yeah.
So when you do a speed test, let's say you're asking us, well, I'm not getting the speeds that you're saying. Well, make sure you're doing it from the router. And if from the router you're not getting the speeds, then definitely call us, because there is something. There's a kink in the wire somewhere.
Yeah, that's right.
So.
Exactly. And then, so broadband basically helps you make informative decisions and, choosing internet providers. And we always tell everybody, we're another option. If you want to go with us, you certainly can. We don't want to pressure you into making this. You need to make the best decision with what you have with the internet and stuff. And so we're proud to say that Vibrant is compliant with the new FCC rules, with the information on our labels, and we're very transparent, and you can definitely view them online. So if you have any questions about the broadband labels, the link's on our website. Just go to vibrantbroadband.com. Or if you have any questions, you can certainly call our office and speak to one of the account specialists. And our phone number is 693-3231.
Right.
And you can catch the replay of this.
Oh, boy.
Yep, on Facebook or YouTube. Search for Vibrant Broadband. Listen every Wednesday right here on KLFD at 10:30. I want to thank you guys for listening. Thank you, Woody, for hosting us again.
Thanks for coming again. My Wednesdays aren't the same without it.
Yep, and my name is Shane.
I'm Jane.
And I'm Bo.
And tune in next week for another Vibrant You Live.
Brilliant speed with vibrant service. Vibrant broadband internet. Vibrant broadband internet.